You think this is fun? Okay, so I think I am... Oh dear. Okay, I think I'm live now. Hopefully everything is good. So I'm gonna just double check everything and make sure everything is set up. And perfect. So I'm gonna go live on Facebook and we'll see if anybody joins us from those places. Perfect. Awesome. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started and see if anybody else joins us. And let's start maybe a spooky story. How does that sound? Or do you want to do a story like the book that you showed me where you have all the different monsters and you have to write something about each of the monsters? What do you like to do? Do you have an idea? No? There's no image of it? You can't draw? Well, you can write the story without the image also. That can be a way to do it. So you can describe the monster without ever showing what the monster looks like. Anyway, hold on 1 second while I get set up with everything on Facebook and share things properly. So Diego, you're doing your own story? What kind of story are you doing? Okay, so let's get started with this story. You don't know what kind of story you're doing? Well, maybe you can help me with my story. So let's get started with this story and see where it goes. Okay, so we have a beginning. I didn't believe in ghosts until. So let's start and add a nice background image, and maybe you can help me figure out what we can write in this story. How does that sound? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you think ghosts are scary? Have you seen any ghost movies? When I was young, I watched Casper, and I thought Casper was really scary, even though he was a friendly ghost. So that was a bit scary for me. I lived in a kind of like a farmhouse, so there's not that many people around back when I was little. And there were, it was really dark, and at night you would hear like different noises, doors creaking, and all sorts of scary things. And yeah, that was a bit scary for me. So I was really scared sometimes to sleep at night because I had my own room, and it was just a very scary experience for me. Hello and welcome. So we're going to be writing a scary story. I didn't believe in ghosts until, and let's get started. So what do we want our main character to be? Do we have an idea? Do we want it to be a boy or a girl or a, I don't know, a dog or a cat or something? Any suggestions? The horse? I should use this image. It looks nice. I don't think we're talking about a scary story anymore now, but that's okay. Okay, so let's just get started with something. I don't know. Maybe we should rename it. So, you love it? You love the horse? Okay, so what should this page be about? Can you help me? So what should this page be about? Can you help me out? So one day, or let's say one night, because it looks like a night. One night when I was about to go to bed, I heard some, let's say, what did we hear? Strange noises outside. Okay. So we have one night when I was about to go to bed, I heard some strange noises outside. So let's make this a little bit scarier by adding a background music, as well as maybe let's play a text effect. How about that? So let's say on page start, we're going to add a text effect. Can you help me figure out how to code it? So I have my text effect and I have my text box, one night. So how do I code it? You guys know? So where do I connect this? I connect. Yeah, so I want to connect the white triangle to the white triangle, and then the purple circle to the purple circle. So let's just take a look at what that looks like, and we're going to preview it. Do we like that? Does it look good? Or you want to try this one? We can make it fade instead. So which one do you like better? You like fade better? Okay, we'll use fade. So we'll make it a little bit faster. And there you go. One night when I was about to go to bed, I heard some strange noises outside. So what do we want this this character to do? She's just gonna stay here. We could make her jump and then fly this way. Fly across the page. Okay, let's just have her like go across the page like this. So let's make her a little bit smaller actually. And let's make her appear and then go across the page. How does that sound? Let's try that. Okay, so do we want to do it at the same time as the text is coming in? Okay, so we want to make the text go first and then have the horse and the girl go across the page. Okay, so we could do that. So if we wanted to do it after the text, let's make her first fade in. So if we wanted to do it after, we have to do the functions in sequence. So the functions have to go from left to right, one after another. So first we're going to play the text effect and then we're going to fade. So how do we connect the blocks together? So the purple circle to the purple circle. And someone else want to help me with connecting it? Anybody else? What else do I do? Next. I need to connect something else. What do I connect? All right, so the white triangle to the white triangle. So let's just try that and let's preview and see what happens. How does that look? So she's not moving yet. Why is she not moving? Yeah, we need to add a move block. Very good. So let's take a look at the blocks and let's find move. So we have two move blocks. Do we know what the differences between these two move blocks are? You have move and you have move to. Okay, so let's try move to point. We could use either. Both of them will work, but they do different things. So how do I connect the blocks together now? White triangle to white triangle and purple circle, circle. So we're moving the image 0, right? So move to point is when you want to move an object to a specific point on the page. So if I go back to my layout and I drag my character around, you'll see that you have X is 931, Y 416. So this is a specific point on the page. If I want to drag her, let's say here, then what is X? X is 5 and then Y is 426. So this is move to point. Okay, so where do we want her to go? We want her to go off the page. Okay, so we want to keep her here. Okay, X 215, Y 416. Let's try that. So X is 215 and Y is 416. And do we want her to go really fast or slow? 5 seconds is pretty slow. Let's try that. So she's going to go pretty slow. So we have our text fade in. And she goes pretty slowly across the page and then she stops. Do we want her to disappear afterwards? Okay. Is she a ghost? Oh, that's very advanced. You want her to loop and go back to the beginning and do it all over again? Okay, that's pretty advanced. Let's try that though. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. We have a lot of code now, so we can make it a little bit bigger. And we can fade out. So fade out means that she's going to disappear. We can make her fade out. And let's actually make her fade into the left at the and then so she's fading out and she fades out, and then afterwards we want to reset her position. So let's see if this works. If I use restore object, let's see if this works. Okay, so let's see if this works, and let's try to loop it 2 times. But now we're resetting everything. That's not really what we want, right? We don't want to loop the text effect. We just want to loop the animation, right? Okay, so that means since we're looping here, we're looping the entire thing. And we don't really want that. So let's put it back to 1. And instead, let's delete this connection. And we're going to just move all this down. So reset object basically takes the object and puts it back to where it originally was. So let's use another on-page start block. And we might need to use a wait yeah, let's just do this. So let's try to add a delay of maybe 5 seconds. And we'll loop it here twice. Let's try that. So when I preview, one night when I was about to go to bed, I heard some strange noises outside. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. 5 seconds is a bit long though, so let's just make it wait like 2 seconds. Okay, so we'll just have her loop forever across the page. And now we might need to have, let's say, some music and sound effects, okay? So let's go back to page 1 and let's add a music. You guys need to help me figure out which music I should use. So let's see if we can find anything scary. Ugh. Do you hear that? Does that sound scary? It doesn't sound scary? I think it sounds scary. And for those of you joining us via live stream, unfortunately you won't be able to hear anything because I mute system sounds. So let's see, do we have something else? What about dungeon? It's not scary. Alien invasion. This doesn't sound scary at all. Sounds sad. Okay, what about this one? Let's... We're dancing now? Does that sound scary? Not really? Anybody have another opinion? That one sounds scary? Alright, let's try one more. So which one do you like? This one? You like darkness? Okay, let's add darkness. So when we want to play music, we need to use the play music block. So let's go on page start and we're going to use play music. So play music is here. And this one's really easy. There's only one connection and we have to just select the sound. So darkness, fantasy. Perfect. Alright, great. So let's continue. So we hear some strange noises outside. Man, what kind of strange noises do we hear? Like a click clack sound? Let's see. Do we have a horse sound? Let's see. We have horses. Like this? Let's horse running. Do we like that one? All right, You want to animate the dragon flying? Maybe we could do that on the next page. We can add a dragon to make things a little bit stranger. Okay, so let's add a sound effect. So play sound effect, and let's have the sound effect play when it's animating. So the first thing I need to do is I want to make maybe the sound less loud here. And let's preview what it looks like. So one night when I was about to go to bed, you can hear it a little bit. If it's completely quiet, you can hear it. Okay, it's a bit soft. How can we make it louder? Well, we can make it louder, I think, by making two of them appear at the same time. This is what I learned from some music people. They're like, you can just have two of them at the same time, and it makes it double the sound. So let's try that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit louder. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we have this page. This page is done. Let's add a new page, and we'll use the same background for now. We have to go to animations to get the dragon. Okay, so let's first say something like, so let's say something like, I look out my window. So what should I say? I looked outside of my window. Out my window. Okay, out of my window, and to see what was going on. Okay. That's when, and then we have our dragon appear. Is that correct? Yeah, we're gonna have our dragon here. Something like this. It's flying above the house. Does he say anything? Okay, make him look like he's about to take off like this. Make him fly like this. Okay, so we're gonna do kind of the same thing where we do on page start, and let's animate our dragon. So let's get the animate, and we need our dragon. And what other block do we need? We need to use move to point. This one might be easier to use. Move to point. And we want to do it at the same time, animate and move. So how do I connect my blocks together? Who wants to help me out? You wanna? Okay, I need to connect it to both of them. Where is here and here? 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 Okay, so I want to connect to the start. So this is functions in parallel. They're going to occur at the same time. And I need to choose an animation. Yep. So we're going to fly. Let's make him fly forever. And for now, let's just make him go off the page. We'll just make him go off the page like so. 1, 1, 1, 7, and 8. So let's go 1, 1, 1, oh, 1, 7, and 8. So, and how? 3 seconds? We want 3 seconds? Okay, let's do 3 seconds. So I'm going to preview. It's going to fly off the page like that. Okay, so delay by 2 seconds. So let's actually do kind of like what we did on the previous page, where we have play text effect first so we can read what's happening. Let's do fade, and we're going to play the text effect first. And after the text effect is done, then we want to, well, let's make him appear first. Let's make him appear. So let's use fade. We're going to fade him in. And then we're going to move him. So our logic is like this. So first, the text effect comes in. I looked out of my window to see what was going on. That's when. And then he flies off the page. That looks just about right. Okay. So what do I say now? We could add a little human looking out the window. I think that might be a little bit hard. Let's have instead a speech bubble coming out. Something like this. Yeah! What's that? A dragon? I have to put exclamation mark after. Okay. A dragon like that. Okay. Well, we can do a voiceover if we want to. So let's do that. And where do we want to put this? We want to put this after everything, after the dragon flies off the page. Okay. So it's kind of strange if it's just hiding here. All right, while they can still see it, let's make it come. So how do we do that? So let's first get fade. We need a fade block and we need our object. So where do I put it then? I want it somewhere where the dragon appears. So the dragon appears here and then he's flying here. We want to put it somewhere in between. Okay. So let's take a look at how we can do that. So if we want it to appear right when he starts moving, then we can connect it like this, because it'll be right after he appears. Then we're going to do 3 things at the same time. We're going to animate the dragon, move the dragon to a point, and fade in the, yeah, what's that? A dragon. So, but if we want it a little bit later, then what we can do is we can add a wait. So wait. We can add a wait. And let's say we want to wait 2 seconds. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to preview. So I'm going to fade in my text. You see my speech bubble isn't here yet. My dragon appears. 1, 2, boom, it appears. Seems good? Oh, you want to make it so they can't see it? So okay. Yeah, so if you want to work on your other story and listen in, go for it. No problem. And if you're done with your story, you can let us know and we can take a look at it. How does that sound? Okay, so you can work on your own story as well. You can write your own Halloween story. Okay, or you can just help me finish mine. So either way works. So let's continue. So that's when a dragon appears. Okay, so what do you decide to do? You go outside? You hide in a closet? What does this character do? So you want to hide in a closet. So we have to get a house then. We're going to go back inside the house. Do we have a closet in here? Or a bedroom? Where's the bedroom? House, room. Let's see. Ah, here. We have a room here. What about this one? Okay, let's use something like this. Okay, and do they have a closet? Closet. No, let's see. House. Furniture. Ah, there we go. We have a closet here. Okay, so that's a bit challenging. I don't think we can get this to open up, unfortunately. But we can get the human to run in and then disappear. How about that? I don't really like this background. Yeah, we can animate it to have our human jump in. Let's do that. So we'll put it here. We'll cover the door. Okay, so which human do we want? Let's see. Let's see. We have some humans here. Oh, we have a trick-or-treat kid. So he was about to go trick-or-treating? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Which one do we like? We like the purple one or the red one? You want the red one? Okay, we'll have the red one. Okay, so let's put this character also on the first page. Something like that. And let's say one Halloween night when I was about to go trick or treating, I heard some strange noises outside. We'll keep the horse. We can put zombies on the second page. We can put zombies somewhere else. Let's have him hide in the closet first. So. Okay, so the zombies are going to come on the next page. So let's have him say something. What does he say? Like, I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's hide. Okay, and then he jumps into the closet. Okay, so he's gonna say, I'm scared. Let's hide, and then he jumps into the closet. So let's try to code that. So on page start, we want to first maybe delay like 2 seconds, or have him, let's record a voiceover actually. So we can record a voiceover, and I'm scared. Let's hide. Okay, so let's trim it a bit. Save. And let's preview it. Sound good? It doesn't do anything. It stays blank when you record. Are you using an iPad or you're using your computer? Did you give permission to record? There's usually a thing at the top that says, will you give permission to use the microphone for this page? And you said, okay. Try refreshing the page. Maybe it works again. Sometimes it doesn't like your microphone that much. Yeah, try refreshing the page. See if it is better. Also, when you hit record voiceover, make sure you have a little blinking red dot in the top. So when you record yourself, is there just a line? There's no squiggles for the sound? I don't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. Oh, you couldn't hear anything? Yeah. So if you just see a straight line, then it didn't record properly. Make sure when you hit record that the sidebar goes away. And then there's a little blinking light at the top. So where you see the tab, if you're using, I know Chrome has a little blinking dot that's red and it says it's recording. Okay, just try refreshing and let me know if you still have problems, okay? Okay, so we're gonna have play record sound. So we're gonna play a recorded sound and we're gonna use my lovely scream. I'm scared. And I want to do this because I don't really like using wait. Wait is kind of annoying. So we're going to use a recorded sound. And after I play the recorded sound, I'm going to make my character move to the closet. So I want him to move here and then disappear. So this is 690 by 315. 690, 315. So let's say, where's move? Move to point. So after record, then move to point. What was it? 690 and 315. Yeah, so this is just the easy way when you don't want to use wait, and you can add some nice voiceovers. So let's just try that. Oh yeah, and we want to make him disappear. So we want to make him disappear in the closet. So fade out. Okay. So I'm going to preview. Okay, so we have this speech bubble. It's still here. We want to get rid of this. So we want to fade this out and make it disappear as well. And let's make it disappear before he moves. So, or at the same time. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to get the fade. And then we're going to choose fade out. The sound sounds weird. Do you have the graph at least? So when you record it, it sounds weird. The sound I recorded sounds weird. So what should the character say then? Ah, I'm scared. Like that? I'm scared. Let's hide. I'm cute. I'm cute. Let's hide. Doesn't really make sense, but okay. So let's fade this out. So I'm gonna preview. Yeah, he's a bit yeah, so he just goes into the closet like that. It doesn't really look like a closet. Okay. Yeah, it's a wardrobe closet thing. Or you want to use this one? You like this one more? Okay, so we don't like this one. It's very foolish to lock yourself when you're scared. I agree, but this is what was suggested, so... Yes, he's a... He... Yeah, so he's hiding because the dragon scared him, okay? So he's hiding. So what happens after he's hiding? Who's scared of the dragon? The dragon comes in, or he's like, is he going to be transported into a different world or something? We want him to like do like a Harry Potter. He goes to a different world, backdrop, world thing. What about this one? This one looks cool. So we need some zombies. Okay, so let's get some zombies. We have a zombie. We have a Frankenstein hand. What about... you don't like him? Okay, we like the Frankenstein. You like this one? What else? He looks cute. I like the cat. He doesn't look scary. Okay, let's have a cat. Uh-huh. You want to take the hand and put it on him? Like a hat? Like that? Not on his head? On his... Oh, you want the hands to go on his actual hands? It looks kind of funny that way. Let's just add some other characters, okay? Let's see. What else do you want to add? Are you next on a tombstone? Okay, okay. We could try that. But I think we need a different background than this, so. Okay, we need a... Okay, let's search for... Does Scary have anything? No, we'd searched for it before. What about, Grave? What about this one? Okay, so let's first get him to disappear into a different world. So I think we should have something like, I don't know, make him spin and disappear in a dark background like that. Let's try something like this. And let's do something like on page start. Make him spin. So in order to spin him, I need to use rotate. And let's also scale it. So there's a ground. Okay, so we're going to make him rotate and scale. And let's say we could do 360. It's good. Make him scale, do it for 3 seconds. And let's make him smaller by like that's a bit long. 1 minute is a bit long. I don't want to be staying on this page for a minute like this. What do you think? Okay, so let's actually make him do more. Let's do like 1,000. Okay. "49 seconds." That's very specific. You want to stay on this page for 49 seconds? Yeah, he's gonna fade out. Yeah, so then after he fades out, then we're gonna go to the next page. How about that? So let's say you want 49 seconds, really? You love waiting? Okay, so let's try that. Should we make him spin faster? Okay, let's make him spin faster. Let's put like 5,000. Like that. Okay, we can make it even faster. We could put 7,000 degrees. How about that? 1 million would be a little bit too fast. I think we won't be able to see it. You want to try adding 1 million? Let's see. How many zeros are in 1 million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do that. Oh, it's a bit too big. It says it's too big. Yep. So the reason why is because we put 49 seconds. So he's actually not spinning that fast. But if you were to do 9999 in 1 second, then you might have some interesting things happen. Nine, 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 nine. Then it'll be very, very slow. If you make it 9999 seconds, it'll be very, very slow. You wonder what happens if you try it with 9999999 seconds. Oh, it's only going to be 999 seconds. And let's see. It's really slow. You like it? Alright, so we want it 10 seconds. So let's do 10 seconds. I think 10 seconds is more reasonable. And let's try it. Whoa, I forgot he's at 999. That's a bit too much, too much. Okay, let's try 5,000. What do you think? Okay, so then yeah, now he's a tiny dwarf. Okay, so now our little dwarf lands on this page, and so he sees Frankenstein doesn't drink blood, does he? We need a vampire. Yeah, we need a vampire. I was thinking of putting the mouth on the moon, but I think the moon is too, there we go. Do I have eyes? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, having Frankenstein is pretty weird too. He looks cute. You don't like my moon? Okay. Okay. Okay, so. You want the eye candy? This one? This one? This one? Which one? Okay. Oh, we could put this, I guess here. Sticking out. Anyway, we need what? We wanted the zombie. We want the zombie hands. We're... zombies are waking up to snatch him. On. You want this to be on... like that? Okay, so it looks weird. I don't like it. Okay, so what does he say? What does our character say? What does he say? Oh, hi. What's a hand doing down here? He's not on his hair anymore, no? We want to put him back on the hair? Okay. That's the first thing that our character is going to say after traveling to a different dimension and being spun like crazy. He's just going to be like, "What's a hand doing on on his hair?" Like our little scaredy cat friend that needs to hide in a closet is just going to be like, "No problem. What's a hand doing here?" Let me ask you, does that make sense? What's a hand doing on his hair? Okay. How about let's have him say something normal first. We can have this come in afterwards. Is that Mr. Frankenstein? Okay, wait. What's a hand doing on his hair? What do you think about that? So we have this one first and then this one. Okay, so let's actually put, in order to do this easily, I'm going to put this one on top, or I'll bring to front, and put this one behind. We're just going to put it, it's too fat. It doesn't work that way. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to fade out and fade in, or hide. Mr. Frankenstein's so fat. I don't think it works like that. Okay, so let's fade it in. So I'm gonna fade in first. Is that Mr. Frankenstein? Okay, after I fade in, is that Mr. Frankenstein? I want to then, so let's do a voiceover so I don't have to wait. I already have that. I have both of them. So I'm going to do a recording for both, okay? So let's go. Is that Mr. Frankenstein? Wait. So we're going to trim it. Okay, so is that Mr. I am. Frankenstein. I'm going to say something after the wait. I'm going to do 2 recordings. So then my second one is, what's a hand doing on his hair? You love the trim button? It makes things a little easier. You like using it on most of your projects? So what kind of projects have you done so far? You accidentally deleted them? Do you want me to bring them back for you? You can make something better. Okay, great. So I have 2 voiceovers. So let's do the voiceovers first. Where's my voiceover? Play, record sound, play, record sound. So I have 2 of them. So I'm going to first connect these in sequence, one after the other. So this one is first going to say, is that Mr. Frankenstein? And the second one is going to say, what's a hand doing on his hair? So what I'm going to do is, after I do my play record sound, I want to fade in my new speech bubble. Okay? So I want to do these 2 at the same time and these 2 at the same time. Does that kind of make sense? Okay. So I'm going to preview. What do you think? You like that? I thought it was weird too that a hand is on Mr. Frankenstein's hair, but you wanted the hand there. You wanted the hand there. It was not me who decided to put the hand there. So okay. Okay. So let's finish this up, and what do we say? What's our next page going to be? Something scary? What's scary? I think this one's a pretty scary background already. Or let's see. It's the same one, or we have, let's see, do we have other ones? Dark. There's this one. This one. Anyway, let's just keep it with this one, and let's copy and paste our guy on here. And or do we want Mr. Frankenstein to say anything? What do you want him to say? I don't know either. Well, you don't know what he does? Well, he's basically someone who is created with different parts of different people. Uh-huh. I'm gonna rip you apart and use you as my parts. That's pretty scary. And then he runs away. Okay, so he's yelling to teleport. Okay, so you published your story, Diego. What's the link? Can you share it with us? So, a new visitor. Your, I don't know, hands look wonderful. I just want to tear them off and use them as my own. Does that sound scary? I'm gonna rip all of you apart. Yeah, what's the link? Do you know how to get the link? You copy and paste the thing at the top here. Okay, so we're gonna have Mr. Frankenstein fade in the text. And go here. Okay, so then we have him just really scared. Ah! Teleport! Teleport! Well, you guys made him run into a closet. Of course he's a scaredy cat. You wouldn't be afraid if Frankenstein told you that? Anyway, so you'll just chop Frankenstein up? That's pretty brave of you. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here and we'll take a look at your story. How about that? Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish this story up and publish it. We'll have him teleport back and continue trick-or-treating or something like that. But I think that's the end of this story. How